Hello, my students, and welcome to the first episode of Preparing for American Diploma. And before we start, you should know all what is the difference between algebraic term and expressions. So if I have something like 3x, this algebraic term, what is the meaning of that? 3x is called algebraic term. Algebraic term. And what is the meaning of 3x? 3x means 3 is multiplied by x, 3 times x. Okay? Something like 5y. What is the meaning of that? 5y means 5 times y. And if I have something like 3ab, what is the meaning of that? It's 3 times a times b. Okay. How can we simplify expressions? Just by collecting like terms. If I have x, what is the meaning of x? X means it's 1x, but we don't write this one. We write it as x. So if I have x plus x plus x, it's 1x plus 1x plus 1x. When adding them, we will get 3x, right? But we couldn't add x plus y. We couldn't say 2xy, or we couldn't say 2yx, or we couldn't say 2x. We couldn't say 2y. X plus y, they are called unlike terms. Unlike terms means they are different. We couldn't add them. But we simplify expressions by collecting like terms. So if I have x plus x plus x plus x plus x, so how many x's I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we will write 6x. Okay. If I have 4x minus 2y minus x plus 7y. Just to collect like terms, and I'm asking you, where are the like terms? The like terms are, wait a moment. So I have 4x. This is algebraic term. And I have minus x. So when collecting like terms, 4x minus x together, it's 4x minus x. This x is 1x. So 4x minus 1x equals 3x. So I collected like terms, and I have plus 7y and minus 2y. Minus 2y plus 7y, they are like terms. So minus 2 plus 7 equals 5. So it's 5y. So we ended up with 4x minus x equals 3x. So we are going to write 3x. And the minus 2y plus 7y equals 5y. So we'll write plus 5y. And we can write 5y. We can write 5y plus 3x. They are the same. We can write 5y plus 3x, as you see. 3x plus 5y is the same as 5y plus 3x. Let's go to the next one. I'm having here 3ab plus a minus b plus 4ab minus b. Before you tackle it, you should know well that 3ab is a term. And where are the like terms? I have 4ab. So there are two like terms. They are like terms. I have AB and AB. And I want to show you an important information. AB equals BA. They are the same. AB equals BA. So when we say 2AB, we can write it as 2BA. You know why? Because 2AB, it's 2 times A times B, and 2BA, it's 2 times B times A. And you know that multiplication is commutative. We can replace terms. We can say A times B, or we can say B times A. They are the same. So let's go back to the question again. I have 3AB and I have 4AB. They are like terms. So 3AB plus 4AB, it's 7AB. Okay. We have A, and A stands alone. There is no A's. There is no A's, only this term. And I have minus B, this one, and minus B, this one. So minus B and minus B together, when we combine them together, we are going to get minus 2B. So we write minus 2B. You know why? Because minus B means equals minus 1B. So I have minus 1B and I have minus 1B together. When we combine them together, we will get minus 2B, and we'll write A as it. So we ended up with 7AB minus 2B plus A. They are three terms. 7AB is a term, this is a term, and minus 2B is a term, and A is a term. Okay, let's go to the next one. I'm having 2W plus 4L minus 2 plus 3W minus 2L plus 6. You know, 2W and plus 3W together equals 5W. You should be familiar with collecting like terms. And I have 4L and minus 2L. They are like terms. 4L minus 2L together equals plus 2L. You know why? Because 4 minus 2 equals 2. And I have absolute terms. You know what is the meaning of absolute terms? It's the term which is written without letters, like 6. This is called absolute term. And I have minus 2. So minus 2 plus 6 equals plus 4. That's it. The next one. How can we expand? How can we multiply out a term by a bracket? So multiply out the brackets. I have 3, and this 3 is multiplied by 4 plus x. So 3 times 4 equals 12. I'm expanding. We expand. 3 times 4 is 12. And 3 times x, we'll write plus 3x. Okay, the next one. 7 is multiplied by 3, and 7 is multiplied by negative 2t. So when multiplying 7 by 3 equals 21. And you know that this 7 is positive, is multiplied by negative. So positive times negative, negative. And 7 times 2 is 14t. Okay? So it's a 21 minus 14t. We are expanding. Let's go to the next one. It's the same idea. We have 6, and this 6 is multiplied by all terms inside the bracket. So 6 times 2a, it's 12a. And 6 times 3b, it's 18b. okay? And 6 times negative 5, you see. 6 times negative 5, positive times negative, it's negative. And 6 times 5, 30, C. The next one, I have 2 multiplied by x plus 3 and 3 multiplied by x plus 5. So we just do the expanding. 2 times x, it's 2x. And 2 multiplied by 3 equals 6. And 3 multiplied by x, 3x, as you see, I'm expanding. We expand, so 3 times 5 is 15. And to simplify it, just collect like terms. We have 2x and 3x. When we combine them together, they are called like terms. Okay, 2x plus 3x equals 5x. And 6 plus 15 equals 21. So it's 5x plus 21. That's it. The next one. I have 6 multiplied by 8x. It's 48x. And 6 multiplied by negative 2, it's negative 12. After that, 9 multiplied by 5x, it's 45x. And 9 times 8 equals 72. Okay, so I'm having 48x, as you see, plus 45x. They are like terms, so combine them together. Add them. 48 plus 45 equals 93x. Okay, and I have minus 12 and 72. So equals plus 60. Let's go to the next. I have 8 multiplied by t, it's 8t. And 8 times negative 5, it's negative 40. And I have minus 7 multiplied by t, it's negative 70. And this negative multiplied by 3, it's negative 21. Okay, then collect like terms. I have 8t minus 70. 8t minus 70 equals 1t. So we don't write 1, just write t only. And t means 1t. And I have minus 40 minus 21. So it's negative 61. So it's a t minus 61 in its simplest form. The last one in this question, I have 4b multiplied by 3q. So 4 times 3 is 12. And b times q, just write p, q. So I multiplied 3 by 4 because we can multiply them. And p times q equals pq. The next, I have 4 times negative 2, it's negative 8. And p times w, pw, the next, this term is multiplied by this bracket. So negative times positive, it's negative. I have 2w times b, so it's 2wp. And the next one, I have negative multiplied by negative, it's a positive. And 2w multiplied by q, so it's 2wq. I have 4 algebraic terms, and I want to simplify them. So just search for like terms. Search for like terms. I have PW and WB. You know, they are like terms. And some students get confused and say, how are they like terms? How they are like terms? They are different. I told you before that PW is the same as WP. They are the same. Okay, so we wanna combine them together. What about PQ and 2WQ? They are different. So we will write 12PQ as it. But we are going to combine these algebraic terms. Negative 8 minus 2, it's negative 10, negative 10. WP or PW as you like. We can write PW or WB. And we'll write 2WQ, the last one. Now I want to show you what is the difference between when I say y times y and y plus y. Y plus y, it's 1y plus 1y equals 2y. But y multiplied by y, you know, it's y raised to the power of 1 and this y raised to the power of 1. And you know, when multiplying like bases, we will add powers. So we write y and add 1 plus 1, it's y raised to the power of 2. Or y squared, y raised to the power of 2. If I have y times y times y and y plus y plus y. This one, the first one, y multiplied by itself 3 times. So it's y raised to the power of 3. And y plus y plus y, we are adding them. So 1y plus 1y plus 1y equal 3y. So in this question, I have c plus c plus c plus c. So it's 4c. Write 4c. And this one, I have p multiplied by p times p times b. They are like bases, and you know it's raised to the power of 1, power of 1, power of 1, power of 1. So we are going to write p, and then we will add powers 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, it's 4. It's p raised to the power of 4. Because when multiplying like bases again, just write the base. B is called the base, and add powers. This is called power. Uh, 3g plus 5g, it's a kind of adding. So 3 plus 5, they are like terms. We will write 8g. Okay. 2r times 5b. We are multiplying, so multiply the coefficients. 2r. 2 is called coefficient. The coefficient is the number which is written in front of the letter. So 2r, it's 2 times r. So 2 times 5 equals 10. 2 times 5, 10. And r times p, it's rp. You know, some students can write it as 10 pr. They are the same. There is no difference between them. I have this example. I have 3b squared times 5p raised to the power of 5. So multiply the coefficients. Multiply 3 by 5. So 3 times 5 is 15. And p raised to the power of 2 and 5 raised to the power of 5, it's p. And then we will add powers. 2 plus 5 equals 7. So it's 15b to the power of 7. Just I multiplied 3 again by 5. 3 times 5 is 15. And b raised to the power of 2 times b raised to the power of 5. I wrote b and then I added 2 plus 5 is 7. Let's go to the next. I have 2a times 3a, so 2 times 3, it's 6. And you know this a is a raised to the power of 1. So write a and then add powers. 1 plus 2 equals 3. 6a raised to the power of 3. 5m raised to the power of 3 times 10m raised to the power of 4. So multiply 5 times 10. 5 times 10 is 50. And m raised to the power of 3 times m raised to the power of 4. We will write m. And then we will add power. 3 plus 4 equals 7. That's it. So when multiplying like bases, we add powers, as I said. The next one, it's a t raised to the power of 6 times 2t raised to the power of 2. Let's analyze it. It's 1 t raised to the power of 6 times 2 times 2 raised to the power of 2. So 1 times 2 equals 2. Write t and then add powers. 6 plus 2 equals 8. The next one, I have 4s to the power of 3, t raised to the power of 2 times 2s, t raised to the power of 4. You know, I have a couple of letters. So 4 times 2, multiply them. 4 times 2 equals 8. 4 times 2 equals 8. And I have s raised to the power of 3 and s raised to the power of 1. Let's just write s to the power of 3 and s raised to the power of 1. So we will write s and then we will add power. 3 plus 1 equals 4. What about t? It's a t raised to the power of 2 times t raised to the power of 4. So write t and then we will add powers. 2 plus 4 equals 6. Okay? And remember, we are multiplying like bases by adding powers. Let's try this one. I have 3. They are the coefficients. Determine the coefficients and multiply them. 3 times 2, 6. 6 times 4, 24. And then look at the like terms, the like bases. I have a raised to the power of 3 multiplied by a raised to the power of 1 multiplied by a raised to the power of 1. So they are like bases and they are multiplying. We are multiplying them. So this power of 1 and this power of 1. And remember, when multiplying like bases, we write the base and then we add powers. 3 plus 1 plus 1 equals 5. And the last one is b. So we write b. And then we are going to add powers. 2 plus 3, 5. And this is 1. But this one is hidden, is not written. Okay, 2 plus 3, 5 plus 1, 6. That's it. What about dividing like bases? If I have, let's say, x raised to the power of 8 divided by x raised to the power of 6. When dividing like bases, we subtract powers. When dividing like bases, we subtract powers. So we will write x and subtract powers. 8 minus 6 equals 2. Once again, when dividing like bases, we write the base and subtract powers. So I have x raised to the power of 3 divided by x raised to the power of 2. We will write x, it's the base, and subtract powers. 3 minus 2 equals 1. And we don't write this one, we write it as x. So x raised to the power of 1, it's x only. So write x. There is no need in writing 1. A raised to the power of 5 divided by A raised to the power of 3. They are like bases again. So we'll write A and then subtract powers. 5 minus 3 equals 2. This one is A raised to the power of 10 divided by A raised to the power of 4. So we'll write A and then subtract 10 minus 4 equals 6. Okay. Let's try this one. I have raised to the power of 3 and y raised to the power of 1. So write y and subtract power 3 minus 1. But this one is not written, as I said many times. So 3 minus 1 equals 2. This r raised to the power of 6 and r raised to the power of 5. So write r and subtract power 6 minus 5 equals 1. And we don't write this one. I have p to the power of 7. And this p to the power of 1 times p to the power of 3. No, it's p raised to the power of 4. Okay. When multiplying like bases, we add powers. And when dividing like bases, we subtract powers. So 7 minus 4 equals 3. So it's p raised to the power of 3. The next one. I'm having 12 divided by 2, 6. And I have g to the power of 4 divided by g to the power of 3. So write g and subtract powers. 4 minus 3 equals 1. The next, 9 divided by 3 equals 3. And this p to the power of 1. So it's p, 3 minus 1, 2. 18 divided by 6 equals 3. And x to the power of 4 divided by x to the power of 2, it will be x. And subtract powers. 4 minus 2 equals 2. The next, 16 divided by 8 equals 2. And t raised to the power of 10 divided by t raised to the power of 5, we write t and subtract powers 5. I subtract 10 minus 5. What if I have something like 5 raised to the power of 2, all raised to the power of 3? You know, I have the base 5, and I have two powers, 2 and 3. So write the base as it, and multiply powers. 2 times 3 equals 6. Okay. This one, 3t squared to the power of 2, all to the power of 3. You know, this power, which 3, is distributed on them. So I have 3 to the power of 3. I have 3 raised to the power of 3. And I have t to the power of 2, all raised to the power of 3. You know, 3 to the power of 3, it's 3 multiplied by itself 3 times. 3 times 3 times 3, 27. And t raised to the power of 2 raised to the power of 3, multiply the powers. 2 times 3 equals 6. This one, this power is distributed in them. So 4 squared equals 16. 4 times 4, 16. And I have m raised to the power of 3 to the power of 2. So it's m raised to the power of 6. Okay. This one, this power is distributed again on them. So it's r raised to the power of 3. So we'll write r and multiply powers. 3 times 3 equals 9 over 2 raised to the power of 3. 2 multiplied by itself 3 times. So we'll write 8. 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. Let's try this one. I have 2 and I need to expand. So 2 multiplied by all these terms inside. And I have negative, this negative is multiplied by all terms inside. So multiply 2 times 2a squared. It's 4a squared. And 2 times negative 3, it's negative 6. And just write a squared, b squared next to 6. And the next positive times negative, negative. And 2 times 4 is 8, b squared. Okay? And this is negative multiplied by all terms inside. You know, I deal with this negative as negative 1. So negative 1 multiplied by a squared. So it's going to be negative a squared. And negative times 5, it's negative 5 a squared b squared. Okay? And this negative is multiplied by negative. So it's positive 10b squared. Then collect like terms. I have 4a squared and negative a squared. They are like terms. And at the moment, I have negative 6 a squared b squared and negative 5 a squared b squared. They are like terms. And I have this one. It's negative 8b squared and 10b squared. So 4a squared minus a squared, it's 3a squared. So write 3a raised to the power of 2. Minus 6, this term and this term, they are the same. And minus 5, it's minus 11. Okay, a raised to the power of 2, b raised to the power of 2. And negative 8b squared plus 10b squared, it's plus, because negative 8 plus 10 equals to b squared. So we will choose numbers. I hope you enjoyed this session. See you in the coming episodes. Goodbye.